Governor 𝗏𝗏𝗧𝗜-𝗏𝗏 summons 4th session of 12th Manipur Legislative Assembly on August 29th. Convening assembly session as per whims of government anti-democratic, contends CLP leader 𝗤𝗢𝗪𝗡𝗢𝗡. And displaced people unwilling to stay at Quokta's prefabricated houses. Hello viewers, you're watching New TV. This is English News with me, PRIYOBARTA. And now the news in detail. Governor of Manipur 𝗏𝗏𝗧𝗜-𝗏𝗏 has summoned the 4th session of the 12th Manipur Legislative Assembly on August 29th. Secretary of Manipur Legislative Assembly 𝗙𝗪𝗔𝗡 today issued an order in this regard. The State Cabinet at its meeting held yesterday at the conference hall of the Chief Minister's Secretariat took a decision to convene the assembly session on August 29th. The cabinet meeting took place at 6 in the evening at the Chief Minister's Secretariat yesterday. Earlier, the State Cabinet had on August 4th recommended to the Manipur Governor for summoning the 4th session of the 12th Manipur Legislative Assembly on August 21st. On the other hand, the possibility of both Kuki and Naga MLAs not participating in the session was looming large. Slamming the state BJP government for convening assembly session as per their whims, a former chief minister and CLP leader 𝗤𝗢𝗪𝗡𝗢𝗪 contended that the nature of democracy here is controversial and is not seen in any other state of India. He said that 5 Congress MLAs will deliberate on the steps to be taken in interest of the people. The former chief minister was speaking at the observance of the 6th death anniversary of former chief minister and former member of Parliament 𝗔𝗡𝗧𝗜 at Congress Bhavan on BT Road today. Floral tributes were offered to the portrait of the former Congress leader on the occasion. President of MPCC MLA 𝗙𝗪𝗪𝗧, CWC member Gaikangam, Deputy CLP leader MLA 𝗙𝗪𝗪𝗧, senior Congress leaders among others attended the observance. Observing that it is already too late to convene the assembly session now, and as such it is not a normal session, 𝗙𝗎𝗑 said that it is confusing whether or not there will be a business advisory committee as the session is being called at such short notice. Speaking about the observance, he said, the tireless contributions of veteran politician 𝗔𝗡𝗪𝗪𝗧 in protecting the integrity of the state and the nation should not be forgotten and should be respected at all times.
Let us see. Cabinet decision Governor Kari Harikadaki Hayado, Manasomon Kauda, Karamba, Maunga, short notice and a Haidna, Hybrid, Karamba Monga, or Tadaki Hayado, Yang Mataya, Matang, business advisory, Lahidra, Lairoid, Sinus Mayamna, but the controversial way with it. I don't know, Loina Sea later, Hayat community. And price too early. Norman session where a Magatipo, for young Nuaga, honorable member Mangase, Yam Davanina, at least a finally puppy interest, or state city interest, Lady Bakibam Mayam, CLP meeting, Toga, Canaraga, Karampa issue that personal a puppy state city, about the way Anava, which is going to Canaraga.
Also speaking on the occasion, President of MPCC MLA 𝗙𝗪𝗪𝗧 pointed out that a government cannot decline a cabinet decision or a CM's proposal. Taking a jibe at the BJP government, if it was not really a double-engine government, he said that the state government could have convened a normal session by approaching either the High Court of Manipur or the Supreme Court if the Chief Minister had the guts, stating that the session called at short notice is either special or emergency. 𝗙𝗪𝗪𝗧 maintained that the governor not giving assent to a normal session is the violation of the rights of MLAs to address and discuss issues. Democracy has become meaningless in the state, he said.
Hojik normal session habidi sulai leitre. It is for this emergency and the special session short notice haisi. Aduna hojik emergency session si governor na hana normal session pi khidrabani na. Hojik supira kadra piro idra habidudi governor ki decision to ngai batari. Aduna normal session pi da habasi karigumba khara di leire. Aduna normal session pi da habase. It is already deprived. Ibdi akoigi rights mayam MLA singna haigadaba hanagadaba lebaksigi issue hai puno maksidi normal session lai hidribina masi already akoigi right mayam matkre aduna hujik emergency lakani haibasidi sarkar na di honaramba yai but sarkar na honari base governor na tabidreba.
Internally displaced persons who fled 𝗔𝗡𝗧𝗜 and other places due to the ongoing ethnic violence are unwilling to stay at prefabricated houses being constructed at 𝗤𝗢𝗡. This was said by Ningumam Johnny Devi, a woman who fled 𝗔𝗡𝗧𝗜 Khuga. Johnny, who is currently taking shelter at 𝗦𝗪𝗔𝗦𝗪𝗧 in Bishnupur district, said they had escaped from a war zone amid bombs and gunshots, and they cannot accept the fact that they are being asked to stay at another strife-torn area. She demanded that if they are to stay at 𝗤𝗢𝗡, the government must provide ex gratia of 10 lakh rupees beside the compensation for their lost properties.
Hauzi Buktada Lainaba Messingi, Tapugi, Makati Lainaba High Pamse, the Pamside, Gino High the Quay to Tapuda, Katari Ungilan from Pamatam to the Boon to him, Marata Little Panina, Ozilla get about Mapam to Riana, Ranka, Mapamina, Bom to Rian, Cousin, have a mini Konatara, Pamina, and people like Belina, Mapam did to Laning there. I do not quite like the Bia de Haragadi, Kagi Makati or Rama Magi Makadi or Rocky Mangi property. Family among the SKCR don't palak Trapigani, Haga the Bola, Nagadi, Hawaii Cars to Tazagi, Tungi Jumbian or Chai Susi, the Maka, Hawaii Kato, Sukatoke, do not a giddy of Samba Mapam the Samba to play Rangamo.
On the other hand, another displaced person from 𝗔𝗡𝗧𝗜, Salam Sana, urged the government to provide every essential item required to run a household and security force, apart from Assam Rifles, if they have to stay at 𝗤𝗢𝗡. She also demanded an in-charge be kept to look after the needs of the IDPs.
Security matiksan PBU, aduga security PA haidana asam tum PBD yate, koi manipuri state ki police ke PBU, angang singi school ka bagi su problem lakani school na moirang da laire adegi laibam na kokka da dipong na di amtam bisa pinga moidam ni na dari service nama pami adegi adu du mayam do PB ra kan da akoi kokka da laizani.
After having escaped from the jaw of cookie terrorists and cookie mobs who opened fire, set houses ablaze, destroyed properties since May 3rd, many Maites have now reached a relief camp set up at Kaching. Khitrimiyum Ronita, one of the inmates who now stays in a relief camp set up at Kalyanashram, Kaching, narrated their nightmare. On the night of May 3rd, they took shelter at Muslims' house in More, and the next day they fled to Tammu, Myanmar. Nepali women helped them with clothes and other essentials. They were given shelter at the Buddhist monastery at Tammu. Initially, there were around 400 inmates at the monastery, and then later left with 212 inmates once others started vacating the place, added Ronita. State and central governments organized their safe return from Tammu and were dropped at Kaching on 16th of this month. A few other inmates also narrated their ordeal of how they fled to Myanmar to newtv.
हमें मोरे वार्ड नंबर 5 से हो हम लोग में डेट 3 में कुकी लोग ने घर जला के गन से हम लोग को डरा के हम लोग को घर से बाहर निकाल के हम लोग भाग के घर में एक मुस्लिम का घर में हम लोग डेट 3 का रात में और हम लोग डेट 4 में बर्मा में जाके तमू में एक मोनास्ट्री टेम्पल में रुक के और लोग ने बुला के हम लोग मैं डेट 4 से रुक के आया हूँ और लोग फुंगिजाओ लोग ने हम लोग को खाना दे के कपड़ा दे के सब हम लोग का एक दिन का यूज करने वाला सामान सब दे के रखा है वो लोग ने
ꯃꯣꯔꯦ ꯕꯖꯥꯔꯣꯝꯗꯒꯤ ꯃꯩ ꯊꯥꯕ ꯍꯧꯔꯦ ꯑꯩꯈꯣꯏ ꯑꯗꯨꯗꯒꯤ ꯑꯩꯈꯣꯏꯁꯦ ꯃꯨꯛꯅꯥ ꯆꯠꯀꯦꯅ ꯇꯧꯔꯝꯕꯅꯦ ꯑꯉꯥꯡ ꯑꯅꯤ ꯑꯍꯨꯝꯁꯨ ꯍꯧꯔꯒ ꯑꯩꯈꯣꯏ ꯃꯌꯥꯝꯁꯦ ꯂꯣꯏꯁꯟꯃꯤꯟꯅꯔꯒ ꯆꯠꯀꯦ ꯇꯧꯕꯁꯤꯗ ꯅꯣꯡꯃꯩ ꯀꯥꯞꯄ ꯃꯈꯣꯟ ꯇꯥꯕꯗꯒꯤ ꯑꯩꯈꯣꯏ ꯄꯥꯡꯒꯜ ꯈꯨꯂꯣꯝꯗ ꯆꯦꯜꯂꯦ ꯇꯥꯡ 3ꯒꯤ ꯅꯨꯃꯤꯠꯁꯤꯒꯤꯗꯤ ꯄꯥꯡꯒꯜ ꯈꯨꯂꯣꯝꯗ ꯑꯩꯈꯣꯏ ꯑꯍꯤꯡ ꯂꯦꯛꯑꯦ ꯅꯣꯡꯉꯥꯜꯂꯒ ꯇꯃꯨꯔꯣꯝꯗ ꯆꯦꯟꯖꯜꯂꯦ ꯐꯨꯡꯒꯤꯖꯥꯎ ꯂꯥꯏꯁꯪꯗ ꯂꯩꯔꯦ ꯕꯔꯃꯥꯒꯤ ꯐꯨꯡꯒꯤꯖꯥꯎ ꯕꯔꯃꯥ ꯅꯨꯄꯤ ꯅꯦꯄꯥꯂꯤ ꯅꯨꯄꯤꯁꯤꯡꯅ ꯅꯣꯏ ꯀꯔꯤ ꯋꯥꯠꯂꯤ ꯅꯣꯏ ꯑꯋꯥꯕ ꯂꯥꯟꯐꯝꯗ ꯆꯦꯜꯂꯒ ꯑꯩꯈꯣꯏꯅ ꯀꯩꯗꯧꯕꯒꯤ ꯀꯜꯂꯣꯏꯗꯣꯏꯅꯣ ꯍꯥꯏꯔꯒ ꯃꯣꯏꯅ ꯆꯥꯅꯕ ꯊꯛꯅꯕ ꯀꯔꯤ ꯃꯣꯏ ꯄꯣꯠ ꯆꯩ ꯃꯌꯥꯝ ꯄꯤꯕꯤꯔꯦ ꯅꯣꯏ ꯋꯥꯒꯅꯣ ꯅꯣꯏ ꯏꯔꯥꯡ ꯐꯔꯀꯥꯟꯗ ꯆꯠꯂꯣ ꯈꯣꯠꯂꯣ ꯍꯥꯏ ꯑꯗꯨꯕꯨ ꯑꯩꯈꯣꯏ ꯅꯨꯡꯉꯥꯏꯅ ꯂꯩ ꯍꯥꯏꯕꯁꯨ ꯂꯩꯇꯥꯐꯝ ꯈꯪꯗꯦ ꯀꯔꯝꯍꯥꯏꯅ ꯑꯩꯈꯣꯏ ꯂꯩꯗꯣꯏꯅꯣ ꯑꯩꯈꯣꯏ ꯌꯨꯝ ꯍꯤꯡꯒꯣꯜꯗꯣ ꯊꯥꯗꯣꯛꯑꯒ ꯀꯃꯥꯏꯅ ꯂꯩꯗꯣꯏꯅꯣ ꯑꯗꯨꯅ ꯕꯔꯃꯥꯔꯣꯝꯗꯁꯨ ꯏꯔꯥꯡ ꯊꯣꯛꯄꯅꯤ나 ꯑꯩꯈꯣꯏ ꯌꯥꯝ ꯀꯤꯖꯩ ꯑꯗꯨꯗꯨꯅ ꯑꯩꯈꯣꯏꯁꯦ ꯊꯣꯛꯅꯕ ꯀꯃꯥꯏꯅ ꯊꯣꯛꯀꯦ ꯇꯧꯕꯁꯦ ꯁꯥꯔ ꯕꯤꯔꯦꯟꯅꯁꯨ ꯑꯩꯈꯣꯏꯕꯨ ꯑꯩꯈꯣꯏ ꯍꯥꯟꯅꯒꯤ ꯌꯨꯝ ꯍꯤꯡꯒꯣꯜꯗꯣ ꯑꯗꯨꯗ ꯂꯩꯅꯕ ꯌꯥꯅꯕ ꯇꯧꯕꯤꯌꯣ.
On the other hand, the relief camp set up at Kalan Ashram, Kakching, also shelters Bengali inmates from Serau, whose houses were burned down by cookie terrorists. One of the Bengali women related her story.
मैं बंगाली हूँ मैं शहरों से हूँ हम लोग कुकी और मणिपुरी का लान में हम लोग का भी घर जल गया बहुत मुश्किल से वहाँ से निकल के आया असम राइफल लोग ने हम लोग को एक साथ एमएलए का घर से निकाला हम लोग रात एमएलए का खेत में गुजारा खाना नहीं खाया और अभी हम कक्सिंग का रिलीफ कैंप में है और हम लोग को ये लोग सब मदद करे खाने पीने का सब देख रहे हैं और आप लोग भी देखिए हम लोग को फिर से हम लोग को शहरों में वापस जा सके हम लोग का जगह में रह सके वैसे आप लोग कुछ मदद कीजिए सब मोदी जी को भी वही बोलना चाहती हूँ और हम लोग का बीरेन सर को भी वही बोलना चाहती हूँ.
तांग 23 का 29 का लोनबदगी नोमै कापनारेबको पुंग अनि नु ताबदगी अखोय लाए खितन केंदरपदगी हार खंगदे अखोय पियोन इंत सेना जानाबा केंत यावते साइ तोमदग लाए कक्सिंगी नि केंद लेरे मोइना दम अदना तौबी अखोयबो साबा थपा पोचै अदम कक्सिंगी लेलेने सो अदम मतेंग पांगे अखोयबा विक्टोरी द लेमबदगी मु असम दिदा मु यमदे याम हनिंगे हचांग जुम नुंगाइतेबको अदु यमदे याम चटनिंगे बिसे मरी लब सकाना यानाबम पोरकना अखोयगी लेगमदेदा अमुक लेनिंगे अखोय याम नुंगाइ हारगसु यम याम छि लमदे याम लेनिंगे लानजि लेबमदेदा मनपु सरकार इंडिया सरकारना अदु याम पामे.
The committee of former High Court judges appointed by the Supreme Court to oversee relief and rehabilitation in Manipur has submitted 3 reports. The reports include loss and reconstruction of essential documentation, upgrading the compensation and appointment of domain experts to facilitate its work. The panel is headed by former Jammu and Kashmir High Court Chief Justice 𝗤𝗢𝗡𝗠 and includes a former Bombay High Court Judge Justice Shalini Phansalkar Joshi and former Delhi High Court Judge Justice Asha Menon. Taking note of the reports, the Supreme Court said it would issue detailed orders regarding the committee's recommendations at the next hearing on August 25th. As the report highlighting the fact that several residents of Manipur may have lost their essential documentation which need to be reconstructed, the Manipur Victims Compensation Scheme needs to be upgraded to bring it in conformity with the scheme propounded by NALSA National Legal Services Authority. The proposal of the committee for the appointment of domain experts to facilitate its work, said the 3-judge bench headed by Chief Justice of India D.Y. Chandrachud. CCIAN Forum Peace Committee provided edible items to 𝗖𝗢𝗡𝗙𝗪𝗧 Children Home at Kaibi Senapati Imphal East today. 2 rice bags, potatoes, onions, pulses, etc. were provided to them. General Secretary of CCIAN Forum Peace Committee Takilambam Robinson said, the committee has a long-term relationship with the Children Home and that's why they came to provide assistance after learning that the children are going through immense difficulties due to the current crisis in the state. The committee has also extended assistance to 𝗖𝗢𝗡𝗙 Children Home, Senapati on 15th May. Robinson also commended the efforts of all CCIAN members, including those living outside Manipur, for their efforts in these tough times.
𝗣𝗢𝗡 Children Home haiba angang mayamgi leiba maduda laksabani khoi session forum na sillaga ariba 𝗣𝗢𝗡 Children Home asi khoi session forum ga associate tawga laksabasi matam kuina gi mamangdagi mari lenaga laksabani adu laibak thibadi lan asina maram oirakanda khoi session forum peace committee na chingkhong singya da chatuna lan ngak liba khun ngak liba chinau singi mating pangba chatlingai da siguma children home asi kitang laptho ure maram aduna khoi caretaker ona lebiriba khoi gi mam asina nongma khoi forum da phone tawla kanda hana pangba lakpiramba mayamsu lakhidre lan matam oibani yam ware harpadagi yamba yamdaba koi angam bakharadang session forum peace committee na sinjaduna sinjarakpani.
Caretaker of 𝗣𝗢𝗡 Children Home 𝗫𝗡𝗪𝗏 expressed gratitude towards the committee for their assistance.
ꯊꯥꯍꯨꯝꯂꯝꯁꯤ ꯑꯩꯈꯣꯏ ꯑꯉꯥꯡꯁꯤ ꯀꯔꯤꯒꯨꯝꯕ ꯎꯄꯥꯏ ꯂꯩꯈꯤꯗ꯭ꯔ ꯃꯇꯝꯗ ꯂꯨꯞ ꯑꯁꯤꯅ ꯑꯩꯈꯣꯏꯕꯨ ꯑꯩꯒꯤꯁꯨ ꯏꯆꯥ ꯏꯁꯨ ꯉꯥꯛꯇꯅꯤ ꯂꯩꯄꯥꯛ ꯀꯟꯕ ꯌꯥꯎꯃꯤꯟꯅꯒꯗꯕꯅꯤ ꯏꯆꯥ ꯏꯁꯨ ꯁꯤꯕ ꯌꯥꯗꯦ ꯍꯥꯏꯗꯅ ꯑꯋꯥꯕ ꯈꯤꯇꯪ ꯉꯥꯛꯗꯅ ꯃꯌꯥꯝꯅ ꯂꯥꯛꯄ ꯑꯁꯤ ꯌꯥꯏꯕꯤꯔꯦꯟꯒꯤ ꯂꯩꯔꯤꯕ ꯂꯨꯞꯁꯤꯅ ꯑꯩꯈꯣꯏꯕꯨ ꯍꯟꯅ ꯍꯟꯅ ꯊꯥꯒꯠꯆꯔꯤ ꯀꯔꯤꯒꯨꯝꯕꯗ ꯃꯥꯏ ꯄꯥꯛꯄ ꯑꯣꯏꯁꯅꯨ ꯏꯆꯥꯁꯤꯡ ꯏꯅꯥꯎꯁꯤꯡ ꯄꯨꯝꯅꯃꯛꯄꯨ ꯅꯥꯗ ꯌꯦꯛꯇꯨꯅ ꯇꯨꯔꯦ ꯆꯦꯟꯗꯅ ꯅꯃꯥ ꯅꯃꯥꯅ ꯁꯥꯊꯦꯡꯅꯕꯗ ꯃꯥꯏ ꯄꯥꯛꯄ ꯑꯣꯏꯁꯅꯨ ꯍꯥꯏꯅ ꯑꯩꯈꯣꯏꯅ ꯌꯥꯏꯐ ꯃꯪꯒꯣꯜ ꯄꯤꯕꯤꯔꯤ.
Chief Minister N. Biren chaired a meeting with cabinet ministers, MLAs and other relevant officials at his secretariat today. Measures being undertaken by the centre and the state government to bring back normalcy and measures to restore economic activities were discussed during the meeting. Manipur Pradesh Congress Committee has condoled the untimely demise of 𝗪𝗏𝗏 who was not only an executive member of Thobal District Congress Committee but also a Vice President of 𝗪𝗏 Block Congress Committee. 𝗪𝗏 Block Congress Committee organized a simple event at their office in 𝗪𝗏 today and observed 1 minute silence in respect to the departed soul. President of 𝗪𝗏 Block Congress Committee 𝗪𝗏𝗏 recalled the important roles played by 𝗪𝗏𝗏 for strengthening of Congress party. He was also a Hindi teacher at 𝗔𝗡𝗪𝗏 High School. His demise is a great loss, added 𝗪𝗏𝗏.
member on the Biramba, Aduga, one bar, Hamka, Biramba, Aligo, Lasam, Anana Lakidabada, Artisna, Mosuna, White Dabugi, Gonesa si Panko, Aligosina, Party the Ramba Togado, Party member putting Mona, Mana, Kanamaka, Nana, Magitung in Mongamba, Tablado, Sorosico, Mamda.
Unidentified miscreants shot a person in the leg at Wangu around 8 a.m. today. The injured has been identified as a 38-year-old R.K. Boom who stays at his wife's residence in Moirang Konjangbam. A case has been registered. The reason for the attack is yet to be ascertained. However, it is suspected that R.K. Boom was shot as he was accused of supplying essential items to Kuki militants. 108 clubs and 54 𝗪𝗏𝗏 organizations will hold massive sit-in protests until peace and normalcy is restored in Manipur. The decision was made at a convention held on 13th of this month at Nambol Bazaar by the clubs and 𝗪𝗏𝗏s of Nambol, Oinam and Konthogzam Assembly constituencies. 𝗪𝗏𝗏s of Limapokpam staged a sit-in at Nambol Bazaar as part of the same today. Various placards were on display at the sit-in. 𝗪𝗏𝗏 Apunbal Lob Shal will observe the Foundation Day at the residence of Vice President of the Lob Moirangthem Manihar at Wangkhay Mahobam Lampak tomorrow. A press release issued by Secretary of Shal Okendro Kundombam said the observance will be organized on a small scale due to the current crisis in the state. A blood donation camp will also be held at RIMS, where about 30 Shal members will donate blood. And in some sports news, 𝗪𝗏𝗏 Luang will represent India at the Chinese Taipei badminton tournament to be held from 26th of next month until October 1st. The tournament will be held at Kaohsiung Arena, Zhuang District. His father Ramesh Luang, who is also the coach of State Youth Affairs and Sports Department, has been chosen as team coach for the tournament as well. Konthogzam Phuntsiba has not only been crowned the overall champion of men's classic bodybuilding, but also won second position at the men's physique competition in NPC Mr. Assam, the Battle of Shape 2023, organized by National Physics Committee India at Rajiv Bhavan, Silchar in Assam on 20th of this month. He was accorded a warm welcome by the Development Committee Kodonpokpi, Women's Welfare Committee, Young Organization Club, Total Fitness Gym and Three Brothers Gym at Imphal International Airport upon his arrival today. 26-year-old Punsiba, son of Konthokjam Nilachandra and K. Inaubi Devi, hails from Kodonpokpi, Maningleka, Mekola in Imphal West District. And in some national news, the highly anticipated landing time of India's third edition of the Lunar Mission series is at 6:04 p.m. today. The Indian Space Research Organization ISRO has also announced that live telecast is planned for the event. The live coverage will be available via multiple platforms including the ISRO website, YouTube, ISRO's Facebook page and DD National TV channel. The soft landing of Chandrayaan-3 is a monumental moment that not only fuels curiosity but also sparks a passion for exploration within the minds of our youth. It generates a profound sense of pride and unity as we collectively celebrate the prowess of Indian science and technology. It will contribute to fostering an environment of scientific inquiry and innovation. Meanwhile, a senior ISRO scientist said if any factors appear to be unfavorable, then they will postpone the module's landing on the moon to August 27th. Prime Minister Narendra Modi has left for a 4-day visit to South Africa and Greece this morning. In Johannesburg, South Africa, Mr. Modi will attend the 15th BRICS, Brazil, Russia, India, China and South Africa summit. In his departure statement ahead of visiting South Africa to attend the 15th BRICS summit, he said BRICS has been pursuing a strong cooperation agenda across various sectors. Prime Minister Narendra Modi on Tuesday said that the BRICS summit will provide a useful opportunity for the members to identify future areas of cooperation and review institutional development. PM Modi is visiting the South African city from August 22nd to 24th to attend the 15th BRICS summit at the invitation of South African President Cyril Ramaphosa, noting that he will also participate in the BRICS Africa Outreach and BRICS Plus Dialogue events that will be held as part of the summit activities. It will be the first in-person summit of BRICS comprising Brazil, Russia, India, China and South Africa since 2019. From South Africa, the Prime Minister said he will travel to Athens, Greece on August 25th at the invitation of his Greece counterpart, Kyriakos Mitsotakis. He noted that this will be his first visit to the ancient land. In Nagaland, 4 districts have suspended physical classes in schools till August 26th following the detection and rising cases of conjunctivitis eye flu among the school-going children. The Deputy Commissioner of these districts have decided to temporarily suspend physical classes in order to break one of the cycles of transmission and to prevent exponential surge of eye flu causes not only among students but also among teachers and parents. Further, the district administration have asked the school authorities in these districts to consider implementing online classes to ensure that students can continue their education while maintaining their safety. And before we end, here are the headlines once again. Governor Anusuya Uike summons 4th session of 12th Manipur Legislative Assembly on August 29th. Convening assembly session as per whims of government anti-democratic, contends CLP leader Okram Ibobi. And displaced people unwilling to stay at Quakta's prefabricated houses. And that is all we have for now. Thanks for watching newtv. Good evening.